how to mostly successfully pull off a truth charge slash wake up hit on a sleeping monster. I'm sure at this point you've seen various videos that say to go up and block it, block in front of its head, roll away, and then go through your true charge slash combo. And as you can see right there, that worked. I personally have found at times I've not had the best success, and I don't know if it's because just I move beforehand, or I don't continue to hold guard after the roll to properly gauge the distance. But as you can see, that's 2 successful hits right there. That's one method. If you're new to Monster Hunter World, or new to Greatsword and trying to learn how to do the wake up hit. The other way that I found worked for me, especially say you are using the Empress Helm beta, which has 2 points of evade extender on it, which means your rolls are going to be a lot further distance than it needs to be. Sometimes you can kind of make up the difference by throwing in charges in between, but it's like a nanomillimeter between you hitting or you not hitting the creature. And if you're alone, that's fine. If you're with other people, well, people tend to be impatient and you're going to look like an ass. So this was the method that I found that worked for me. I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can pull this off, because sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. So much like with the roll method, you walk up to the creature's head. In this case, we're using a training post. You're going to guard with R2 and L2 to keep your camera centered. Then you're going to pull back on the left analog stick and press triangle 3 times. 1 for a kick, 1 for a tackle, and 1 for the side blow. And this should set us up on the distance that we need to be for our true charge slash. Again, you want to make sure that through that kick, tackle, side blow, you're holding R2 and L2, because it's going to automatically turn your character back around towards your target, assuming that you lined yourself up properly in front of it. Now, with that in mind, you're going to go ahead and start your true charge slash combo. You can use your first 2 hits to gauge where your blade is going to land. By the 3rd one, it's too late to kind of properly adjust it, because the tiniest movement can send you veering off extremely far to the left or the right. So let's go ahead and try that one more time. I'll walk up to the target, R2, L2, center my camera and block, hold back, triangle, triangle, triangle. Continue to hold L2 and R2. My character snaps back around towards my camera's aim, and then start swinging. Now I can see off of that one that my aim was off, so I adjusted a bit, and I should be on target to hit now. Yep. And you can also use this method with barrels. You just want to make sure that you are like literally standing as far up on your character physically as you can. On most creatures, you'll have an actual barrier as you run into it, with some exceptions like Kieran, or if you're going for a target like a tail. So if I walk up right to this, I can drop down my 2 mega barrel bombs, can guard R2, L2, and if you're worried about kicking when you're in front of an explosive, you kick away from it so you're not going to detonate it on accident. And if I do this right, you should see my 700 odd hit blow before the 2 explosions. Yep, see, here we go, 783 and then 250 explosion barrel explosions. You can also use this method. Now this is a little bit harder, again, for creatures like Kieran, where you don't have a physical barrier for the head, and that's going to be where you're going to want your wake up hit to land. You can try the same method. We're going to use this explosive barrel here, because if I hit it with the second hit, it will ignite. You'll see the fuse start to burn before the actual second hit hits it. So let's see if I can get this right. And again, you want to try and do your best to line up your shot on where you're going to fly with within the first 2 sword swings, because after that it's incredibly difficult. Like, I'm off on this one, so let's see. I don't think I'm going to hit this one because a really tiny target. Oh, nope, I got enough to clip it. Yeah, because trying to make minor adjustments on that third hit with the on your true charge slash is very difficult. So let's see if I can get this going again. Now I can see on that one I'm off a bit. I think I'm going to miss this one. I said that last time. Let's see. Yep. And you may want to find yourself coming into the training area to try and practice this method yourself, so you can get used to correcting your aim, especially if you're new to Greatsword. I am by no means... I'm going to miss this one here. Yeah, see, I tried to correct to the left because I knew I was going to go too far to the right, and it just... it's very difficult to pull off at that juncture. But like I was saying, you're gonna... I'm a scrub. I'm a Greatsword scrub. I tend to play a lot. Other weapons a lot more. Let's see if this does it. There we go. So, this works on pretty much all targets. You may find yourself, depending on where the sleeping area of the monster, this may not work. Particularly, for example, if you went with Kushla Deora or the Azure Rathalos, because of where they sleep in the Elder's Recess on that tiny little floating island, you can't, at least with this method, you cannot reliably set yourself up for a head hit. So, but for the most part, you're going to find that this will work. If the rolling method didn't work for you, or if you had some evade extender in there due to other set bonuses, or you just like evade extender. So, hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, go ahead and like it. It does nothing for me, but it lets me know at least this video helped somebody out. So, thank you for your time, and have a great day.